Yeah, like you said, the name of the Bond villain, but he wants to be a hero here this evening. Zoran Lerchbacher beat Jeffrey Desvan yesterday 6-4 to get himself in this position, but beating Jelle Klaasen is no easy task.
And we still don't know what Zok means.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg is Jelle to throw first. Game on.
It's going to be Klaasen to start.
.96.
We take a very close look at the Klaasen equipment. It almost looks like a hypercane. Lots of swales
60.
and bumps and hollows and grooves. Very futuristic stuff. You find that dart players these days are exhausting every opportunity to be better. Klaasen has been known as a fast, big scoring, excellent player.
60.
We're going to find out what he's like tonight.
There you see what you were talking about, Paul, and perfect timing to fill up the treble. Klaasen with a maximum in the opening leg. He leaves 89 after 9.
Something more conventional for Zoran. Klaasen 89 after 9, like you say, Murph. 32. There it is. What a great start for the number 8 seed.
Second leg is Zoran to throw first. Game on.
And we found out earlier on today, in the very first match of the afternoon, how do you keep the home crowd quiet? Just do what Chuck Norris did. Play brilliantly,
39.
and they won't chant.
Yeah, Robbie John Rodriguez eliminated in the first match of the afternoon session. Zoran Lerchbacher flying the Austrian flag along with Menzo Suljevic, Austrian number 1, who takes on Kyle Anderson later this evening.
60.
Well, we found out this afternoon that Australia's Simon Whitlock was very, very popular here, but he was eliminated. Somehow
96.
think that Kyle Anderson won't be as popular tonight, playing the number 1 from Austria.
Yeah, we just saw Simon's opponent from this afternoon, who knocked him out, Ron Meulenkamp, in the crowd there.
Sitting with Chris Dobie, who was also eliminated, and Jelle's manager, Mack. I think that's Dimitri Vandenberg as well. That's a pretty unmistakable young haircut of his.
.60.
His legs are a little flat after that fantastic start from Klaasen.
58.
He won't mind, he's still in control. Lerchbacher not really testing him at this point. Needs to get some treble 20s to get into the match and get some confidence.
Dave Chisel already through. Impressive
43.
in the last game, Paul, in beating Jamie Kirvan.
Yeah, very impressed. We talked before tonight's session started that we figured that would be match of the night.
84.
The standard was good. You know, Jamie wasn't far away. It's just Dave was just that little bit better tonight. And he's got, like you say, he's got confidence in European tours. He's very, very popular wherever he goes.
Yellow uniform 110.
He just seems to love these events.
106.
Well, that was different. Everybody's expecting him to go 18 or 10, and he goes treble 14. And he's still on a double. Lerchbacher languished back on 133, but looking to set it up.
59.
No
Yellow
pressure.
uniform 4.
But going that way has left him on double 2, which has now left him on double 1.
Game shot on the second leg.
Well, we know that Jelle Klaasen doesn't mind that area of the board. Double 18 being his favourite.
Game on.
Let's just dissect what he did. 60 leaves 50. He loves double 18. Maybe he went for a 14 and slipped into the treble. But knowing the board as he does, and he's one of the guys on the circuit that knows the board better than most. He knows that if he slips in the treble, he's still got a really good double in double 4.
Yeah, next to his favourite.
60.
Yeah. It's almost the same principle as having, you know, going for 16 and hitting a treble. So if you've got 56, you hit the treble, you've got double 4 again.
78.
Single leaves you double top.
Now, if Klaasen does dispose of Zoran Lerchbacher this evening, he won't get it any easier in the next round with the crowd, because he could face
75.
Mensur Suljovic should he see off Kyle Anderson.
140.
Yeah, Yell looks impressive to me. He's been playing very well this year. Has been playing well for a good couple of years, actually. Now a father, very happy,
100.
happier than I've ever seen him. Settled with family life, with Nanka at home.
58.
All he ever does when I see him in the practice rooms, he shows me photos of his new child. Very, very proud father.
Yeah, playing well on the big stages
Yellow
as well.
require 144.
He always has. His ability has never been in doubt.
World Championship semi-finalist,
47.
UK Open semi-finalist this year. Carries on like he is. Surely he's got a squeak of a Premier League return next season.
Here's a scary thought. We talked about
136.
Steve Beaton
Yellow
being
require
world champion at
97.
Lakeside 20 years ago. Well, this fella was champion 10 years ago.
57.
10 years
Zoran require
ago.
32.
And he still looks like a spring chicken.
He was only 21 then. Lerchbacher a chance to half the deficit. How the crowd would love this to go in. Has to move across to the right. Oh,
No score.
here was a
Yellow
good attempt.
require 40.
But didn't find the target, and Klaasen could move 3 legs clear. And
He
does
shot
with
on the
double
third
top.
leg. Yellow Klaasen. Fourth leg is Zoran to throw first. Game on.
There's a little bit of a gift from Zoran there. Last night when he was playing against Jeffrey de Swan, he really did score more 60s.
100.
A lot more scoring last night, and it just hasn't brought it tonight. Hasn't put any pressure on the Klaasen throw.
Yeah,
And
look
Yella
at
hasn't
that.
really moved through the gears. He
84.
hasn't have to yet.
Massive disparity in the averages, especially the first 9. Lerchbacher hasn't really got going, but he seems to be finding some kind of range in this visit.
95.
I think what's encouraging for the Hypercane here is that his action looks better than it was a couple of years ago when he was at the Worlds. It looked a bit suspect, a
93.
little shaky. There were a few snatches. I think in the time since then, his action has solidified a little, and I like it. I think the future is good for Zoran Lerchbacher.
97.
Yeah, he did appear in the World Championship in 2014, beat Ben Ward in a preliminary round match before losing out to Michael van Gerwen, who went on to win the tournament.
100.
No shame in losing to the winner. It's just good to have so many home nation qualifiers and talents in the tournament, not just in the first round as well. People who are winning games.
80.
So Roby John Rodriguez, Suljovic, Lerchbacher here. We've got other ones trying to burst through, most of them called Rodriguez.
78. Zoran, you require
And
129.
then Nico Mandel from last night, who, by his own admission, didn't have a great game, but you've got to start your experience somewhere.
Yeah, they've got a leg on the ball. We haven't seen anybody leave the
64.
stage
Yellow
legless
require 146.
at the Austrian Darts Open yet.
Thank God.
But if Klaasen finishes this off, and he
He's
does,
shot on the fourth leg.
brilliant 146
Yellow Klaasen.
checkout.
Fifth leg is
And
Yellow
is he
to
on
throw
course for the first
Game
whitewash of the
on.
tournament? Fabulous finish from Jelle Klaasen.
And how clean was it as well? Left side of the 60, right side of the 60, right in the middle of the double 13. And you tell me this guy isn't a threat this week.
140.
Staying over that side of the board with the doubles as well. Staying on the treble 20 there to leave double 13.
I think with a lot of right-handers, especially Klaasen, he likes the
100.
double 18, double 4, double 13 corner. We saw in the World Championships when he had a tremendous run that he was purposefully leaving
140.
double 18 because he knew he could hit it under pressure. And he did. It's all well and good saying you got a favourite double, but you got to back it up by hitting it.
100.
Don't think Lerchbacher knows how to beat Jelle Klaasen.
123.
He's constantly at the board hitting a couple of trebles and has done so in the last 3 consecutive visits. Tons just aren't good enough at the moment.
Well, look, based on the world rankings before this tournament,
83.
Lerchbacher
Yellow
is
required
142
98.
places behind his opponent, so it's going the way it perhaps should.
78.
Listen to that crowd. Fortunately, they think it might be all over.
94. Yellow required 20. Game shot on the
5-0.
free flag. Yellow Klaasen.
No bother for the Cobra.
Seems like he's done it to throw first. Game on.
And that's the beautiful thing about this particular format in the European Tour. It's all best of 11. It could be over in a matter of 15 minutes or
59.
less if you are beaten in this way. We have great games. Hopefully coming up for you after this, where they're going to be really close. You never know. Lerchbacher might find that gear and come back into it, but it's looking unlikely.
It is how I'd love to get a leg on the board.
100.
Peter Wright still to come. Up next against Jermaine Watamina, Michael Van Gerwen against Johnny Clayton, and then the return of Phil Taylor. He faces
100.
Steve West, yesterday's top performer. And after that, of course, Austria's very own Mensur Suljevic. But here, Lerchbacher, just at this point, must be thinking, just let me get a leg on the board.
42.
And I've been in that situation before. You think, I don't want to be beaten 6-0. It's a horrible feeling. But I know what Jelle Klaasen's thinking. I don't want to give you a leg. If you want one, you're going to have to take it from me. You got a favourite walk-on, Murph?
I very much
82.
enjoyed Steve
Yellow
McNally's this week.
161.
Nice call. Well, my favourite one is coming up next. And it's a lot of people's favourite. Peter Snakebite Wright.
93.
Come on, Zoran. We want a maximum from you.
He's listening. He did try, Paul.
He did indeed.
83.
But
Yellow
68
required 68.
is what Jelle Klaasen needs to put this game to bed, and he may only need 2 darts. 3 will do.
60.
Might come
Zoran
back and Zoran can't take this 135,
135.
and you know for a fact he wants this leg badly, so he's got to go bullseye. That's good. 60 now. Oh, just on top of it.
50.
Nice try.
Yellow required
Klaasen
8.
right at the yockey straight away. Got to go higher. Oh, he's given Zoran a chance.
Zoran, you require
Well,
85.
this is your chance, Zoran Lerchbacher, to get yourself a leg on the board against Jelle Klaasen. He went for 25, it looks like. Now he's hit the treble 15 that perhaps he fancied he'd gone for in the first place. But it leaves him double 10.
65.
Can't say he didn't have a chance.
4.
Got a feeling this is out. There it is. 6-0 to Klaasen. And it goes with the phone book. The Austrian has been sent home. It's not a long way home for him, and he'll be disappointed. But Jelle Klaasen will be ecstatic about the fact that he has done the job tonight and has got a really good performance behind him. He's going to be a danger going forward.
Yeah, the Cobra goes through. Up next is Snakebite. We'll hear from Jelle Klaasen in a moment. Join us next for Peter Wright against Jermaine Watamina.
Ein Whitewash, das war natürlich die Höchststrafe für Zoran, aber wer weiß, was passiert wäre, wenn er seine Rebreak-Chance im dritten Leg genutzt hätte. Trotzdem ein herzliches Dankeschön an Zoran Lerchbacher und herzlichen Glückwunsch natürlich an Jelle Klaasen. Jelle, semi-finalist at the World Championships, as well at the UK Open quarterfinal in Hamburg. The only thing it's missing is a tournament win this year. Maybe here in Vienna?
I hope so. This wasn't very good, but Zoran didn't play that well, and I'm happy with the win, but it wasn't very good. But I know I have to play better next game, and I've been practicing hard today, and it felt good. So I'm looking forward to it tomorrow.
And what do you say about the fantastic crowd here?
Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you, everyone. It's I think Austria and Germany are always good. The support, of course, they support Zoran, but I think they supported me well. So thank you very much.
Thank you, and see you tomorrow.